To remember what the steps for division are, you can remember the question. Does McDonald's sell cheese burgers rapidly? Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers rapidly? And remember, the question is not actually asking us about cheeseburgers. The question is just so we remember the letters in the correct order, so we can remember the steps in the correct order. First, you divide your pieces into your groups. Then you use multiplication to figure out how many pieces you're giving away. You subtract the pieces you gave away. Check, make sure that you can't give any more away. You bring whatever is left over along with you to the next box, and then you keep repeating until you get to the end. So let's do some practice. I'm going to give you a problem, and then I'm going to wait a little bit and give you a chance to work it out on your own, and then we'll check it together. The problem that I want you to try out is going to be, let's do $37 divided by 2. So I'll give you a little bit of time. I want you to divide 37 by 2. See if you can figure out the answer. Okay, we're going to take a look at this. We're going to see how we're doing. We'll see if we got the correct answer or if we made a mistake somewhere. I've already set up my rectangle with 2 boxes because 37 has 2 digits. Put the 3 in the first box and the 7 in the second box. So I've got 3 pieces in the first box, 7 pieces set in the second box, and we have 2 groups that we're splitting up the pieces into. The first box, I have 3 pieces. I'm trying to split those pieces up into 2 groups. Who can tell me how many pieces am I able to give those 2 groups? Kylie, how many pieces should I be able to give those 2 groups?
1.
They each get 1 piece. Very good job, Kylie. If I give them each 1 piece, that would mean that I gave away 2 pieces, because it's 1 for each group. So 3 minus 2 would give me 1. And again, very good job, Kylie, because if I only have 1 piece, I can't give it to 2 groups equally. Wouldn't be even. One group would have more, one group would have less. I don't want to leave the 1 by itself, so I'm going to bring it up so it can hang out with the 7. And then I have 17 pieces in my second box. If I've got 17 pieces, I'm trying to split them up by 2 groups. Who can tell me how many pieces should I be able to give both of my groups and still be even? How many pieces could I give them? Jaylene, what do you think? How many pieces could I give to my 2 groups if I have 17? And don't be too afraid to make mistakes right now. That's why we're working together. If we make a mistake, we can fix it.
What was the question?
I've got 17 pieces, right, Jaylene? Because I
Yes.
had the 7, I brought over the 1. If I have 17 pieces, Jaylene, How many pieces can I give each of my two groups? I have to remember, I want it to be equal. I don't want one group to have more and one group to have less. So how many pieces could I give to each group? How many do you think? Remember, if you're not 100% sure, that's okay. We're working on this together. So what do you think?
Um, 15?
15 pieces to each group? So 15 in one
Um,
group and 15 in the other group? I don't have quite that much. But let's take a look. Remember, I always write down my multiplication table to help me out. So Jaylene, I have two groups. If each of them gets one piece, that's 2. Can I get 2 pieces out of the second box?
yes.
Okay. If I go around and give them 2 pieces, that's 4. Can I get 4 pieces out of the second box?
Yes.
All right. If I give them 3, I would need 6. Can I get 6 pieces out of the second box?
Yes.
If I want to give them 4, I would need 8 pieces. Can I get 8 pieces out of the second box?
Yes.
If I want to give them 5 pieces, I would need 10. Can I get 10 pieces out of the second box?
Yes.
If I wanted to give them 6 pieces, I would need 12. Can I get 12 pieces out of the second box?
Yes.
If I wanted to give them 7 pieces each, I would need 14. Can I get 14 pieces out of the second box?
Yes.
If I wanted to give them 8 pieces, I would need 16. Can I get 16 pieces out of the second box?
Yes. But then you'll have one more left.
You're right. So can I go and try to give them another one?
No.
No, I won't have enough. So I was able to give them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces each. This is why I like writing my multiplication tables right here next to it, because then it's very easy for me to go back and double check it. I can give them each 8 pieces. So 8 pieces to one group, 8 pieces to the other. And I'm glad you recognize that, Jaylene. If I give them each 8 pieces, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. But I only have 17 pieces here. If I'm already giving away 16 pieces, how many did you say I would have left?
One more.
I would only have one more. And if I only have one piece, I don't have enough to be even to both of my groups, do I? Not anymore. So my answer for this question would be 18 with, what do we call the leftovers again for division? They have a name. What was the leftovers, Kylie?
Remainder.
Remainder. 18 with a remainder of 1. I could say that 37 divided by 2 equals 18 with a remainder of 1. Right? Let's try another practice problem, also division problem. And let's do let's go ahead and do a little bit bigger this time. 63 divided by 63 divided by, again, I'll give you some time to figure that out. Then we'll look at it together. We'll figure it out together. We'll check our answers. Now, like I said earlier, it's really helpful if you write down your multiplication tables next to your work. But sometimes people tell me, well, maybe I don't know the sixes very well. I'm going to show you a way around that. Yes, Bailey.
Problem, so I'll fix it.
Oh, you know what, Bailey? Your microphone is really messed up right now, Bailey. You might want to try leaving the call and then coming back, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, I'm going to show you a way around that if you're not super good at, let's say, multiplying by 6 or by 8 or whatever it might be. If I know that I have 6 groups, instead of writing my multiplication tables, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm either going to use boxes or circles, whatever is easier for you, and I'm going to make 6 of them. I'm not going to make them really big. They don't want to take up a lot of room, but I'm just going to go ahead and make 6 small circles. So I have my 6 groups. That way, when I'm dividing, I can use the circles and pretend like I'm putting the pieces in there, and I can see if I really have enough or not. Okay? So I have in the first box, I have 6 pieces. I'm going to see how many I need to go and put one piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have enough to put one piece into every group? Okay? Do I have enough to put one piece into every group?
Yes,
Yes, I do.
but then you have 0.
You're right. After I give that last piece, I have nothing left. So, do I even have to go and try to give them all a second piece, Nakai?
No.
No, if I've got 0 left, I can't give away anything else, can I?
No.
So every group got one piece. And if I give all of my groups one piece, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pieces I had to give away. And like Nakai said, if I give away 6 pieces out of the first box, I have nothing left. 0 left. Now, Jaylene, this is where you asked earlier. It doesn't just turn into a 13 because I have to see what was left over. If I don't have anything left over, then when I bring the 0 over to the next box, it's not 13, it's just 3. Because I didn't have anything left from the first box. There was no extras here, no remainders. So this is just 3. If I have 3 pieces, how many pieces am I able to give all of my groups? Jada, how many pieces am I able to give all of my groups if I have 3 pieces? Say again, Jada, a little bit louder. No, I don't think your microphone is working right now, Jada. Type it into the chat, okay? How many pieces am I able to give them, Jada? If I have 3 pieces and 6 groups, how many pieces can I give them, Jada? One to each group. So if I count, Jada, 1, 2, 3. Was I able to give a piece to every group? Or did some of my groups get left out? They get left out. I don't have enough, right? If I don't have enough, yeah, if I don't have enough and I can't be fair, then I can't start giving away pieces. It'd be the same thing as if, let's say, in our class. In our class, could I say, okay, you know what? I'm going to give some people in the class pizza, but not everybody, just some people. Would that be fair? No, right? Because some people would get pizza, some people wouldn't. So if I don't have enough to give to everybody, I can't just give it to some people. The same thing here. If I only have 3 pieces, but I have 6 groups, I can't give them anything because I don't have enough for every group to get 1. So I give away 0 to each group. I can't give away anything. But Jada, if I don't give away anything, what's 3 minus 0? If I have 3 and I take away 0, it's 3. And this last little bit, these last pieces that I just couldn't give away, in division we call those what? Noah, what do we call them in division? The leftovers.
A remainder.
A remainder. So my answer would be 10 with a remainder of 3. 10 with a remainder of 3.